Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here to do a video. It's a nail tutorial. I wanted to try and do like the sponge gradient thingamajiggy, but I don't have any cosmetic sponges, so I'm gonna show you. And it is clean. It's just it looks dirty, but it's really clean. It's just been in a dirty place, but I cleaned it and let it dry. Like I washed it and let it dry so it's nice and stiff again. And you don't even have to waste your money. You buy these for your house, and you can still use this for washing dishes. Just cut some off. Okay, cut this in half. Get a couple of uses out of this. There's no need to go out and buy sponges, especially if you're like me and you don't use them. You don't have any. Don't go buy them if you don't use them. Just use like a regular household sponge. Just make sure they're like the cheap kinds, not the expensive ones, you know, with the rougher and softer side, thick. Something like this should work fine. We're gonna see. I have two main colors. I have NYC's in a New York Minute Quick Dry Polish and Greenwich Village. Looks like that. It's a pink. And then for my gradient, I know I'm doing two total different colors, but I don't care. I'm using Black Pearl from LA Colors, and it's just a black with some glitter in it. So to blend them together, I have like this really cool glittery nail polish that I hope isn't dried out. If it is, probably won't use it, but yeah, it really is. I think I'm gonna put some nail polish remover in it. Now, I know that my grandparents will not reuse this because I'm going to keep it for all nail tutorial, makeup tutorial purposes. So I'm just going to put some in the bottle. And I'm going to use my sponge to soak up anything that spills. That way, I don't have to worry about it getting all over the table, the counter, you know what I'm saying? So I put some in there, and I'm gonna hope that this helps. If not, I mean, it's not a problem. I won't use it. Let's let it sit and we'll see what happens. Alright, so pretty much what you want to do is, if you have a base coat, put it on. I'm not going to put it on because I frequently take off my nail polish. So I don't want to waste it. I'm just going to put this on. And I have Q-tips for if it gets on the sides. The reason why I chose the pink, you could do any color you want. I chose the pink because I've been in a very pink mood. Like, I just took off pink nail polish. It wasn't the same one though, it was an Avon Viva Pink. What was the name of it? Viva Pink. This is a little more of a darker pink. But the reason why I chose this one out of any color I could chose was that honestly, this is the quick dry polish, and I think this is the only quick dry polish I own. So that's the reason why I chose it, because I'm also doing the gradient with the black. So I don't want to sit here for freaking 20-30 minutes waiting for the paint to dry. That takes like a good 10 minutes if it's a regular polish. And then for the other one to dry, and then if I do the sprinkle, the glitter, my sister calls it sprinkles. If I sit there and do the glitter, then I have to wait for that to dry, then a top coat. At least I'm saving myself some time by doing a quick dry nail polish. I should go get more of these. I mean, it's only $1.99. And you really, like for this one, you only need maybe 1 or 2 coats, depending on what you're doing. Like for this, I'm really only going to do 1 coat, because that's all that's really necessary, especially since I'm doing the gradient. I'm actually going to leave my thumbs for last, because as you can tell, that's what I use to remove some of the polish, if you can see. I think I learned that from YouTube. Either that or my mother told me, I'm not sure. As long as like the bottom third or the bottom half of your nail is pretty well covered, that's good. I mean, you want the top part covered too pretty well, but my main concern is the bottom half, because that's where the most pink is gonna show, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting my gradient from the tip of my nail. So like the tip of my nail is like the least of my worries right now. And another good thing about doing like a gradient of colors is that it's kind of, it's different. Not many people have it. I mean, at least where I am, not many people have it. Especially because you gotta do that at home. Like, I know the nail salons around here probably wouldn't do something like this. So, you gotta do something like this at home. And not many people have time, or they just don't know how to do it, or some people, honestly, I know doesn't even have a nail polish. You know, there's not one nail polish that they own. And it's because they're always getting their nails done. Me, I get my nails done, but I still have nail polishes at home. I have a lot of nail polishes at home, you know what I'm saying? Just because I get my nails done doesn't mean I can't own any nail polishes. You could always bring a favorite color to the nail salon if you don't know if they have it. Or if you really don't want a color similar to it. You want that exact color. And honestly, to tell you the truth, sometimes there are some pretty decent, how would I say this? How would I say it? That's stupid. There are a few colors from the drugstore brands that are really pretty or really unique. I mean, even this is pretty unique, you know. I know the camera's not picking it up, but it's loaded with like the sparkles. Like you could tell there's sparkles in this. I don't know if you can see on camera, but in person you can. And you might not be able to find this in a high-end brand or, you know, a more expensive brand, which means that you're not going to find this in the nail salon. You will not find these nail polishes at the nail salon. So you got to bring this in yourself. They might, like, you know, laugh at you if you're using like $1 nail polish, but them. Okay, so you're just gonna wait for this to dry for a little while. I know these fingers are pretty much already dry. These are almost dry. This one's just got dry. This one's probably almost dry too. It's just this one that has to dry. By the way, I got this at the mall in a store called Fashion to Figure in the Kings Plaza Mall in Brooklyn. It's like a plus size fashion store with clothes and jewelry and stuff. They have makeup there and nail polish stuff too from like LA Colors. So I picked up this. I know they had lip glosses there too. This is from Beauty Treats. It's a shimmery lip gloss. It's not as good. When I seen it, I was like, oh my god, look at that color. I have it on my lips right now. Can't tell. I mean, you can tell, but it's nothing like this. And this is a couple of coats. But it's still pretty, you know, to do like a natural look. If you're just gonna maybe fill in your eyebrows and put some mascara, maybe a little line of eyeliner. It's very nice because it's very natural, so yeah. Alright, so we're done with this color. Just wait for it to dry and then we're gonna open this one. Let's get some soda. I don't know if you guys know this, but at my school, it's not like a school thing, just a couple of my friends and myself, we did this. We had a competition to see who could drink the fastest, like the most. Sorry, I'm trying to crack my knuckle. Who can drink the most, the fastest. We filled up these cups up to the tippy top, you know, like right there. No ice, because you know if you add ice it's going to take up room. A straw. I won. I'm very fast at drinking. And it doesn't like bother my stomach at the end. It doesn't matter if it's water, juice, soda. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to actually start because these like 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 8, I'm sorry, are pretty much dried. It's just the sounds that we're working on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use this sponge, the big one, since I'm keeping it for myself. I'm gonna put nail polish on the corner. And that's what we're gonna use to dip from. If you want to use a paper dish, you can. Or if you have like a palette or something, you can use that. but I'm just gonna go with what I have, and I'm just gonna do a couple drops because it is a sponge, so it might just absorb quickly. I don't know how this sponge is. I'm doing a bunch of drops. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this and we're gonna dip it. And we're just gonna this sponge really absorbs the color pretty quickly. So it kind of just looks like that. Another thing you could do is just place, or I mean like paint the actual sponge that you're using. I've seen people do it that way also, but that you also have to work pretty quickly with. And this is why I'm using that quick dry polish, because as you can see I'm pretty much pouncing on my nail. So you don't want to be banging on a wet nail, because then everything's just gonna get really messed up. If you have too much, just bang it out. Bang it out. I crack myself up. Oh, Lord. I think also with a regular sponge you have a little more texture. And you could really make it pick up, you know what I'm saying? Make like little spots, you know, in the darker polish. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit like a rock star kind of nail. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. But, let's move on. I'm just going to do one more nail on this one, and then I'm going to switch. Maybe two, I don't know. We'll see. to the next sponge, because after a while it really just kind of loses its texture to me. It doesn't have that same nice texture after 5-6 nails, which is, I think, normal. It really absorbs the polish. Like, I know it's a sponge, but damn. Personally, I wouldn't use this with your more higher end brands, just because of the fact that it is using a lot of polish and it's not all going on your nails. Another thing you could do is like the crackle polish. That might look nice, you know, on the first half of your nail. That might be pretty cool to try. Alright, I think we're pretty much done with the pouncing of the black polish on the nails. I'm going to close this polish. I'm going to take some nail polish remover and put it in the cap. Get a Q-tip. And just remove any extra polish that got on your skin. It shouldn't be so much of a big mess. I mean, unless you did it really messy. Because personally, if you're a messy nail polisher, which I know for a fact I am, I didn't even make that much of a big mess, so you shouldn't have such a problem with it that you're like sitting here removing polish for like hours. It's should just be a little bit. Yeah, that's it. See, that'll let it go. Just gonna shake up this polish for a few seconds, maybe a minute. Because like I said, this was the one that was like really like dried up and cookie. So we put the nail polish remover inside of it to get it like to move around. I don't know if it actually worked. We'll see. Here we go. Okay. The only thing I'm going to actually do is put the brush itself in some nail polish remover. I think that's really what the brush needs, because I think it looks like we got the polish itself moving around. I think it's this brush that's I actually got the brush clean. Look at that. I'm amazed. I thought that brush was gonna be long shot gone. Ugh. Never get nail polish remover on plastic. It really makes it sticky. So I'm just gonna shake it up yet again. I use the base of my palm. As you could hear the ball, where you can't really hear it as well if I do it anywhere else. Shouldn't hurt that bad, because the ball really helps to break everything up. You also go like this, you know, to move it around. And this is just gonna get a few sprinkles on the base where the pink is. Really nowhere else except for the base. The reason why is because the top already has sprinkles, so we want it to look like one like big polish. So I mean, you can do the whole nail. It might look better that way. It's really up to you and your personal taste. I think that I gave it too much of a shake, because now all I'm getting is glitter. I mean, that's all there is glitter, but you know what I'm saying. And try to spread it around. You don't want a chunk of glitter sitting in one spot. Now, you could definitely do this a lot neater. And if you really personally think that the other technique with the cosmetic sponge is better, so be it. It's not gonna hurt me in any way. I mean, I want to pick some up. I might just ask around, because like I said, I really don't use those. So I might just ask around like a friend or somebody that I know uses makeup a lot and ask them if I could borrow like 2 sponges or 3 sponges, you know, and try and do this. But this is like the finished product. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I don't know, maybe I will, I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see, because I have like my sign language to do. And this might be a little like out of, you know, contact. But we'll see what's happening with these. We'll see, maybe I'll do it for a day at school. But I really think, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I think we could have done better without this. This is my first time trying this. I've never done this before. I've never done this technique. I've never done these colors together. Nothing. So I kind of went to this with like bare necessities. I had no idea how it was gonna come out. I had no idea if it was gonna look right. I pretty much just picked some colors, got the sponge, and turned on the camera. Like I said, I think it would do a lot better without these sprinkles, but from far away it doesn't look that bad, but when you get close up it's kind of like, what a hot mess. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. After that dries, just put a top coat on. I have extra shiny top coat over here, and you're pretty much done. So bye.